Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all are healthy and safe at your home. As you know, we have already started Unit 2 Word Processing. This unit consists two important topic, that is paragraph formatting and character formatting. So we are going to learn these two topics in this video. So let's start.
So first is paragraph formatting. What is paragraph formatting? When you format paragraph within a document, you can change the look of entire document. Okay? Formatting a paragraph allows you to change the paragraph alignment, line spacing, and alter the all paragraph word. So first we will learn about paragraph alignment. Paragraph alignment refers to how the left and right edges of paragraph align on a page. We can left align, center, right align and justify a paragraph. Now you can see here, this is the small paragraph I have written on the page. Now for align a paragraph, for fixing the alignment of any paragraph, what we will do, you can find the option under the home tab, paragraphs. Okay, so this is the left align, this is the right center aligned, and this one is right align, and the last one is justify. So for adding these alignment in a paragraph, for fixing the alphabets and words in our paragraph, first we will select it. As you can see here, this is when I am dropping the key over this left alignment, that means already our paragraph is a left aligned. Now I want to make it in a center. All words should come in a center. So how we will do? Click over it. Now you can see here how the paragraph is aligned in the between, in the center of the page. So this way we can change the align, we can do the justify, we can do the right align and center align, and the last one is left align. By default, most of the document are left aligned. If we want to change it through this process, we can change. And there are 4 types of paragraph alignment: left, center, right, and justify. Now let's move further. Our next topic is paragraph identification. And identification is a distance between margin and the text, not the edge of a paragraph and the text. Okay, alignment was between the margin, edge and the paragraph. Okay, alignment was the distance between edges of the page and the first letter of the paragraph. But here the distance between the margin and the text. Now you can see here where I am putting the cursor, this is the margin. Okay, so this way I can increase or decrease the margin and the space between margin and the word from where it is starting. It is called identification. Okay, so it is quite confusing between the alignment and the identification. So let me tell you once more. Paragraph alignment is the space between edges and the paragraph starting word. Okay, the space between the edges of the page and the paragraph where it is starting. And identification is the space between the margin and the first letter of the paragraph. Okay, so we can change the identification as well. So for changing the identification, first we will select the paragraph, then we will go to the page layout option. Here you will find 2 options under the paragraph, that is ident and spacing. Okay, paragraph spacing we will learn in the next topic. First we are doing ident. So for when we will increase the left ident, you can see here options are given, tabs are all available for increasing and decreasing. In the right ident, it is also available for increasing and decreasing. When you will increase the left ident, the whole paragraph will move towards the right side. Okay, going back to the 0 again. When you will increase the value of right ident, then whole paragraph will move towards the left side. Okay, I hope it is clear. When you will increase the value of left, then paragraph will move towards the right side, and when you will increase the value of right ident, whole paragraph will move towards the left side. So let's make it simple again, normal again. So this way we can change the ident of any paragraph according to our choice. Next is paragraph spacing. Line spacing is measured in lines or points, which is referred to as leading. Changing the line spacing inserts extra space between all lines of text in a paragraph. So paragraph spacing is changing the line spacing. Okay, how? Let's see. Again, for changing the line spacing in a paragraph, we will select the whole paragraph. Again, we will go to the layout page, layout option. We will find under the page paragraph tab spacing option. Okay. Now, what will happen? When we will increase the value of before spacing. Okay. Under the space, there are two options, before and after. What will happen when we will increase the value of before? Let's see. Now you can see here, the whole paragraph is moving towards the down. That means it is increasing the value. When we will increase the value, whole paragraph before means whenever the first alphabet we are writing here before this paragraph, the space will increase. Alright, now let's go to back again. This is our normal paragraph. Now what will happen when we will increase the value of after? Then the distance between two paragraphs. Okay, earlier whole paragraph was moving towards the down. Now when I'm increasing the value of line spacing after, the space between two paragraphs is increasing. Alright, so this way we can change the look of our document. Right now we have covered the topic paragraph alignment, paragraph identification, and paragraph spacing.
Next is header and footer. We can make our document professional and polished by utilizing the header and footer section. The header section of a document that appears at the top of the margin, while the footer is the section of a document that appears at the bottom of the margin. Now, header and footer generally both contains information such as page number, date, document information, company logo, image, etc., which are specified by page style. Therefore, when insert all pages with the same page style, all display same header and footer. So now we will see how we can insert header and footer in our document. So again, going back to the document, now here you will go to the insert option here you will find under the header and footer option, header and footer. When you will click header option, then automatically the top portion of your paragraph, it will ask, when you will click over the header option, it will ask some, it will show you the some options. Under this you can select any desired header. Okay, suppose I want to choose this one, so this way I can insert header option. Now next is footer. So for adding footer, we will go to again in the insert option and click on footer. Here again it is asking some option for footer. We are selecting alphabet 1. So this way we can add header and footer. Now if I want to add header title, how we can add? Just put the cursor over the title and click backspace button, so that we can write down the title of the paragraph or some other things which we want to include here. So the title of this paragraph is a short story. Short story. And we can add it as well. For editing or increasing the font size or adding some color in font, we can go back to the home tab. Here you can increase the font size according to your choice, and even though you can align this in the mid of the page also. Justify center. Okay, so this way we can add our header section. Now moving towards next is footer section. Same way we can add footer section as well. Okay, so what are the things we can insert here? We can insert a graphical objects like picture, logo, image, some audio clips as well at the bottom of the page. We can insert date, time, right? Now next is how we can close this header and footer. Again, going back to the insert option, when you will click here, under the header tab, you will find the option at the last, remove header. Okay, click over this header, remove header option. Automatically the header corner will remove. Okay, same way we can remove the footer as well. So you can see here there is again a header section appearing in your document. So this is the last one. When you will clear the header portion, this will appear. For removing this, you have to just click over your document so that it can erase. Alright. Now next is managing style. Okay, what is style? A style is a set of formats consisting of such things as font, font colors, font size and paragraph formats. Now you can see here, when I'll click over the home tab, there are given some style. Okay, these are style where I am moving the cursor. These are style which we can apply in our document. So as we have already applied the normal style, when I am moving the cursor over this style option, you can see automatically this our document which I have written here is changing. Alright. Not only these, when you will go to the last option, you will find a more option so that you can use many more. Okay, so I use this one. Next is these styles are pre-designed, means these styles are already formed before application installed. So we can change if we want to. Suppose I want to highlight these first line, okay, the first line I want to highlight. So for highlighting first line, I'll go to the text highlight color. When I'll use this color in my document, the desired line or the desired text will be highlighted. Okay, so this way we can change in our style options as well. Next we will study document template. A template is a collection of styles that already has some formatting in place, such as font, logos and line spacing, and can be used as a starting point for almost anything that can be created in Microsoft Word. So for creating template, okay, first how we will find the templates in our document. First we will go at the left corner, top left corner. Here you will find the option of new. When you will click over this new tab, automatically this one dialog box will appear. The first option you will find here, templates. Alright, so here is two options. You can get offline template also, and you can download online template as well. So I am using offline template. So here is 4 option, that is first is black and recent. That means you will get a blank template or some work, some templates you have already created, it will comes under a recent template. Next is installed template. How many installed, how many numbers of templates you having in computer, you will find here. And my templates will show you those templates which you have created, okay, which you have made. Now next is new from existing, means you have used the already installed template and you have done some changes in those template, that will comes under this topic, that is new from existing. So I'll go to the my template, it is not showing anything. Again I'll go to the installed template. Okay, these many templates are installed in our computer, in our laptop. So according to your choice, you can use any template. So I want a equity report. For using this template, I have to click over it and go to the create option. Now automatically we will land on some new document. Now you can see here, these are the templates which are pre-installed or pre-designed for our document. We have to just click over it, we have to edit it, and we can make a new document which we want. Alright, so this way we can use our document. Even we can create a new template as well. Alright, this way we can open a blank document, go to the create option. Now from here you can create a new template, and After creating new template, you can save and reuse this template in your document as many times as you can. Now, going back to our document. Next, we will learn insert page and section break. Now, what is insert page? Sometimes it will be necessary to create a document break which will indicate to Word how the document is to be print out. Okay, how the document should be print out. So for printing a document in a proper way, we need to add insert page and section break. Now, there are two types of document break. That is, first is a page break and second is section break. Page break. It is a partition only the body text of the document. There are three kind of page break: simple page break, column break and text wrapping break. Okay, now let's see how we can use page break in our document. By clicking over the page break option, automatically our document will convert into two pages. You can see here the half of the line is in the new next page and the rest of the part is in first page. Next is column break and text wrapping break. Now for using these two options, we have to go to the page layout. Here you will find the option under the page setup break. When you will click over this page, you will find here all the options which we use under the page break. This is the simple page break, column page break and text wrapping. If you want to convert your document in a column page break, click in the column, then your document will convert into a different columns. Okay. Now if you want to change your document in a text wrap, for text wrap we need to add some pictorial diagram. So I'll insert some clip art. Drag and drop the picture and we will make it in a proper size so that we can add in a document. Okay, this way we can move the picture as well. We can resize, increase or decrease the size of our picture. Now here I have added clip art. Now we will see how text wrapping works. So for adding text wrapping, we will go back to the break option. You will find here text wrapping, and under this text wrapping you can see here it means separate text around the object on web pages such as caption text from body text. Okay, so I'll click over the text wrapping. Now you can see here all things which were lying here and there comes nearby the left margin. So this way we can do the page section as well. Next is section break. Just now we have studied page break, Under the page break, there are three options. Simple page break, column page break, and text wrapping. Now, what is section break? Section break, it is a partition both the body text of the document as well as the partition page margin, header and footer, page number, etc. So it is the partition between body of the text and the footer side, okay, whatever we are writing in the footer side at the bottom of the page, the partition between both. Now again, here are 4 options. First is next page, second is continuous, and third one is even page, and the fourth one is odd page. For adding next page, we will click here. Now you can see how our document is converted into 2 halves. Alright. Now this way we can use continuous. Continuous is also same. It is showing us continually our document page. And next is even and odd. Now what is even and odd? You might have studied in your mathematics class. Even is what? Even is a factor of 2, which can be a multiple of 2 as well, or which can be a divided by 2. Alright, multiple of 2. So what are even? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. These are even. If you want to write something in your even page number, okay, suppose I want to write in my even page number, like I want to write in page number 2, page number 4, page number 6, page number 8, page number 10. I want to write something special. So how I will write? I'll go back to the even page option. Now only even page will appear in front of my eye. For checking it, how you can see here, 2, 4, 6, okay. This way we can filter, we can take out the even page in our document. Now same in odd page also. When we will click on the odd page, we will get all the odd page in our document. Odd page means 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These all are odd pages. If you want to do any change in your even or odd pages, you can directly click here on the even. If you want to do in even, click on the even. If you want to do in odd, select odd, so that you can easily manage the data in your document. Alright. So this way we have completed insert page and section break also.
So that's all for today. I hope you understood each and every topic of this chapter. If you have still some doubt, you can ask me or you can comment in the comment section. So take care. Bye-bye.